I'm a single parent. I had to work. This kid would pick up his 2 little sisters, make sure that they eat, make sure that their homework was done. If I had to stay late, he'd make sure they took a bath and put them to sleep. And then he changed.
I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm tired.
You know?
And now you expect your grown son to be the husband, pick the kids up from school and put them to bed and feed them. See, this is the problem I have with single motherhood. Y'all love to sit around and appoint your children as the father of the rest of your children. You made them children. And if you can't find a man, if you can't find somebody to marry you, you're just on your own. You ladies who have all these fatherless kids running around and you appoint this child to take care of this child. And if they did not have a father because you failed to find a husband before you had that boy or girl, it is all on you. You failed your
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name.
You know, I just wanted to talk about the caption, right? The caption and probably the thought process of that. It's amazing that she is, like, it's congratulations, right? She has a son, amazing. But for some women, right? The women that actually think like that, that think that they ask God to send them a man that will love them unconditionally. Okay? And then their son is born and they thank God. That way of thinking is dangerous and harmful to you, your son, and the man that gave you that child. Because this is right now. There's 2 ways to think about it. If she has someone, I don't really know a whole lot about this woman. It's not necessarily about her, but it's just the ideology. If she had someone, right, the man that gave her that child, and that's her view, right, asking God to give her a man that will always love her. Wow, that's such a spit in the face to the man that you had a child with. If you guys are still together, right? If you are still together. That is such a spit in the face. Second, okay, now you put that mindset on your son that this boy, this child will always love you. This child is the one that will always love you. You don't understand that. I would say this, right? Even children, it also depends on how you treat them. It depends on how you treat them. If you treat them to not what they assume or expect or feel that is adequate, that is loving, you think that they will automatically love you? It's like you put these expectations that, oh man, this boy, this my son, is now my son husband. This is a thing where women put all their expectation on now their son because their relationship with the man that they choose to give their body to have a child with, didn't meet their expectations. So now they put those expectations on their child, their son. And it will be you will feel a rude awakening when your son doesn't even live up to your expectation. And it happens. It happens a lot. Because what do you think? What do you think that you can, like, how you, and again, it's how you raise them, that your son would do differently than the man that you chose to give your body to? You are already a bad judge in character. So could you really teach your son to be better? I doubt that. Because really, women create the men that other women will eventually complain about, right? So really, I just think this mentality, that caption, one, pretty much disrespectful and kind of disgusting if you are with a man. Two, It is such a disgusting way of thinking, and putting that kind of expectation onto your son, essentially creating a son husband. And this is the thing, right? These type of women are the ones that will make the men that in the future other women will be calling toxic, other women will be crying about, other women will be saying the exact same thing. And that's the issue. That's the thing. Women are creating their own problems, especially with how they think.
That we don't take into consideration of the baby boy effect, especially when we're dealing with mothers who have sons and were grooming their sons and raising their sons independently in the home before another male party was introduced. And a lot of times we don't talk about how women date their sons. And single mothers oftentimes do everything but fuck their sons. And they have that emotional stability that is built within the home. And that's the reason why I say, you know, a single mother is a fuckboy factory. And the reason why I say that is because it's not that a fuckboy can't be birthed from a two-parent home, although it is, you know, it's an abnormality, you know, it's an anomaly of sorts that you would encounter a significant amount of subpar men that have been raised in destructive two-parent homes. But single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household, because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. And you do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
This is tough.
Well,
but you are 100% right.
So I think that that's the dichotomy. Like, I'm not saying that your children shouldn't have weight in your relationship, but what I am saying that we have to look at it from an integral space. Like, why do they feel this way? Especially if you're dealing with a man-child who is uncomfortable with your new partner, and this man-child is not necessarily a little boy anymore. Like me, I have an adult son. I have a 21-year-old son.
Please send me a good man.
Excuse me, miss. God sent me.
God knows you are not my type.
So you trying to keep your clothes on or what?
Rude, but I like it.
What's up, cuz?
Jason Sudeikis' eye-watering child support payments to Olivia Wilde have been revealed. Nearly 3 years after calling it quits, the pair have finally settled their custody battle. New court filings obtained by the Daily Mail revealed Jason will pay his ex $27,500 per month in child support. The huge figure is believed to be based on Jason's estimated 2023 income of $10.5 million and Olivia's $500,000 income. The filing reads, the parties agree that child support for the minor children in the amount of $27,500 per month is sufficient to maintain the needs of the minor children. Olivia and Jason will reportedly care for the children on a week-on, week-off basis and have been spotted co-parenting since the split.
Now, Anthony Anderson will pay his ex-wife $20,000 a month in spousal support and will have to pay an additional 20% of his income if his gross annual earnings go over $2 million. For me personally, seeing titles like this is why I don't believe in signing paperwork. Baby girl, you want to marry, you want a wedding? Cool. You want a reception? Cool. You want a honeymoon? Absolutely. But signing that paperwork? Why? For what? It's not that I don't believe in my marriage or believe in a situation like that, but you're not about to put me in no trap like this. To be honest, when most women think about marriage, they only think about how it benefits them, how it's going to look for them. This thought doesn't go through most women's minds, but men, it do. Child support, it do. It is the reality of the situation. What do they say? Marriages last like it's like 50% of it working or not. And what's funny is when these roles are reversed and women have to pay men spousal support, oh, it's the biggest thing in the world. You remember what happened with Mary J. Blige? She said that was BS. Why I gotta pay this man if we no longer together? Uno reverse, right? Uno reverse.